Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Well, Jim, Vitor Bayer is, of course, one of the most decorated goalkeepers of all time.
Yeah, and there's no doubt that he was one of Europe's very best.
Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Manchester United have their second corner now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Can he finish? Manchester United have their third corner. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Vieira really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So their fourth corner of the game. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it rattles the bar. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now the ball's gone astray. And they're back on the ball again. Now there's a fine ball. Chance, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
It's Gerrard! Oh, he's hit the bar! Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Aimed beyond the defence. Gets into some space. Fired deep. Climbs up big! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Kvaratskhelia. Look at the space. Cristiano Ronaldo! Just cruising. They are cruising. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline.
And the finish! He scores! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just? And oh no, this does not look good. Best, a header! Hakimi. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's got away. It's a goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Manchester United utterly dominant in the first 45 minutes, scoring at will. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
And that's put paid to a promising move. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Can he get on the end of this? Hullet. Cruyff. His chance! Goal! Excelsior! And it's Excelsior who take the lead. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real...
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's a sharp pass. Cruyff. And this is Cruyff. Takes a shot! And this is Cruyff. Tries a shot! That's another chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Cruyff. And he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And this is Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Baresi makes the interception. Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute at a
Batistuta.
time.
Knocks it into space. And this is Ronaldo. Lahm demonstrating his defensive quality there. And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Excelsior really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Excelsior in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number
There's
10,
the start of the second half.
Beckenbauer. Coming on the field, number 7,
Kvaratskhelia goes on a charge down the left.
Pele.
Chooses to go cross-field. And he was quick to react. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Vieira with the slide tackle there. Now who's going to be first to this? They get a throw in. Excelsior do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Not the most accurate pass. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Danny Olmo clears. It looks a good ball through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's scored! Back to within one! Interesting! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Good running, strong. Kvaratskhelia! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Steaming on goalwards. And a chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tries to play it through. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. There's a no-nonsense tackle. And he's managed to get rid. Egypt with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Olise plays it short. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Corner number 2 then. Olise goes short. Danny Olmo cross. Bullish header! Well now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, taken with style. Egypt are level. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more.
Tries from a long way out. Oh, they can break here. Can he get it through? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Egypt have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Egypt have their third corner. Ronaldinho is there and he can get that clear.
Egypt clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's in a great position here. And Messi! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Ronaldinho, he's tried one! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
He's shifting through the gears here. Kvaratskhelia is fouled. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, there's a probing ball. Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, really well played.
Messi. Now there's a fine ball. And that has been knocked clear. And the referee brings it to a close. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So, overall, I don't think...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's down to business here. Well, there's one man here who stands head and shoulders above the rest in just about every aspect of the game. It is, of course, Jim, the great Paolo Maldini.
Yeah, I feel like bowing.
Best! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump. Now that's well seen too. He shifted it to the flank. Hullet. He's through, now is he in? And Hullet! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Hullet clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Played down the flank. Kvaratskhelia providing and goes for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Neither side yet able to find the net. And here's Hullet. Beckenbauer.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. He has found the way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Iniesta is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got away. And he's quick to get it clear again.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no...
Kvaratskhelia! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Thuram cuts out the pass. Back into the middle. Cristiano Ronaldo. Odo. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Kvaratskhelia gets into a good position. Takes a shot! And he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. And he's managed to get rid. Played into space. Can he latch onto this? It's a promising position. Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please make sure to watch the
So we reach the halfway point.
Manchester United ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Manchester United clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Šeško. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Decent chance! He's got a goal! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally then...
And Hullet! And it's hit the woodwork and out! He can get that clear.
Excelsior really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
In with the challenge. Excelsior appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! About as smooth as it gets! Do not write them off! Back they come! How'd you look back on that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Excelsior grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Johan Cruyff.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. And a chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Šeško demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had...
And Hullet! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
And that's it. Manchester United pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. We have already started here. Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there's the clearance. Played into space. And the shot's on here. Oh, he's been... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter. But you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's Vieri! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
And this is Vieri.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's found a way through. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Played into space. Casillas punts it upfield. Now it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Searching pass he's played there.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here. It's a mighty effort against the crossbar. Bruno Fernandes is there to clear. Best. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Looking for the run. That's gone for a throw-in. Beckenbauer. Now, can they get him away? That is a brilliant interception. Threads one in. That's a sharp pass. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's a promising position. Oh, right place, right time. Beckenbauer. And it's Messi. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Bayer getting this one clear and claimed it back swiftly.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Neymar. Messi. That's a cute ball. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
He has found the way through. That's good play. Kvaratskhelia going face-to-face with... He's having a shot! Off the post! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Manchester United have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on? Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This match was 71,898.
Neymar. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, well measured. And he was quick to react. Aimed beyond the defence. Beckenbauer. That is ended up in no man's land. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's there to retrieve it. Lovely pass, but can he get... Neymar! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
The goal scorer...
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United, number 77, Kvaratskhelia. Coming on to replace him is number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Barcelona go into the lead. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tries to pass it through. Cleared away. Referee's given a throw. Cruyff.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's really well cleared. Manchester United have reclaimed it. That's beautifully weighted. Casillas getting this one clear. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Son Heung-min. There will be 4 extra minutes. And this is Vieri. That's an imaginative pass. Šeško constantly looking for the ball into the box. That's a smartly directed ball. Chance to deliver. And the shot! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score.